Hi, my name is Dragos. I'm originally from Romania. You'll never understand a communist country until you leave one, just like anything else. You'll never know until you walk in their shoes. So it's not my fault that I was born there, or it's not your fault that you don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. I trained myself. I escaped the country. It's not that easy. You got, soldiers from 10 miles to 1 mile. There's wires that are put on by the borders patrol. I create some poppers and flares and this and that. And they got set on fire to attract the attention down there and run to another side. I don't call that a survival. I call that a skill. Crossing the border involves a river, one of the biggest rivers practically in Europe. I went down in that river, and 2.5 hours I was to a total different country in Yugoslavia. Wet clothes, I lost my shoes, I was cold, matches got wet, couldn't get myself warm, so I found a pile of hay, got inside, and got warm a little bit. Ended up finding a landfill near up there, and I found me a pair of shoes. One was blue and one was black, but I have 2 pairs of shoes back on my feet. And one thing led to another. I dream about America. I end up 6.5 months later to the United States, where the game began for me. Build something from nothing, from a survival. No friends, no house, no place to live, no job. Had a good attitude. So my first job was working anywhere from 14 to 17 hours a day. 20 years later, I'm a successful truck driver. I'm not going to the game because I'm broke. I'm not going. I just like to show what a 50 years old man could do. I can probably learn something, but I probably have a lot to teach somebody. When you learn how to make it and you master on your own, and nobody coached you a lot, it's a skill that develops your mental, develops you morally, physically. I am better than most of the people, and stronger. Saying that you know, it's one. Doing it, it's second. I don't believe in yeah, I believe in doing, not saying. Once you start, you can't give up. I don't like quitters. Even if I lose everything I have, my business, my house, my family, or everything else, I can start all over again. I got nothing to worry about. I can bring to the game reality. It's reality. Whatever you know, it can be taken for you. Bring it on. We stopped in Florida about 2 o'clock in the morning at a truck stop. I just got to bed, and I heard a knock on the door of my truck. 9 out of 10 times when you're on the truck stop or somewhere secluded, a resty area, it's more like a prostitute or something like that knocking your door. Next thing I know, I got a big old knife on my face. It's scary. What are you doing? Somebody's asking for a wallet at 2 o'clock in the morning. I told the guy, hold on, give me a second, I'll give you some money. So I reach out my 45 and put it in his face. I can see a guy on a bicycle running for his life. Yeah, we had an incident about 3-4 houses down. Some guy locked himself in a house, and we have like 1,000 SWAT teams trying to control the guy not to kill himself and whatever it is. And they're asking me, oh, you need to leave your house and blah, blah, blah. And they got behind my fence and said, no, I'm paying proper. This is my house. So as a matter of fact, let me go in and talk to him. I can go bring it out. You don't have to scare him, because right now you guys got him all scared to death. I know the guy's probably mentally ill and he got 1,000 guns. And of course I didn't got my way, but I would have done it. I would have gone in. I'm not suicidal, but I would have got in and got him out. Been a happy non-EU citizen for 26 years. One of these days, I got told that I can't get into Canada fishing because I'm not a U.S. citizen. So that made me become a U.S. citizen. May not be a good excuse, but it's like, okay, you guys, I don't care about I'm not a U.S. citizen, but you can't let me go fishing where I'll become one. So right now, I'm a proud U.S. citizen, and I've always been. I was eligible to be a citizen 22 years ago, but procrastinated. As far as the house, didn't have no concrete, I put concrete. Didn't have no buildings, I put buildings. Didn't have no fences, I put fences. I put fences that you can ride up my pickup truck with one wheel on top of the fence. You'll never break it. House didn't have a fireplace, I put one. Neighbors, for example. It's good to have good neighbors. When the neighbors feels threatening, it's not because I threaten him, because he feels insecure. So they came up with you with blocking your driveway or cussing in you or that. So I approached it a few times and send out the boundaries. This is me and this is you. And it's not a boundary. It's not about the land. It's not about who's the most powerful. But I have to set up my hands on him a few times to set up the boundaries. And not proud, but right now, every time I go, he says hello. One thing that I always say, if I spit, I don't lick it no more. Your family, you don't back up halfway. You climb up a hill in a rope, or you don't back up halfway, because you can't even go down, you can't even go up, so you can't get standing. That's lessons that you learn. You've seen a lot of times people get killed for $10. Saying that you know, it's one. Doing it, it's second. I don't believe in yeah. I believe in doing, not saying. I like hunting. I just don't like to kill big animals no more, because I don't eat that much anymore. When my dad said jump, I asked him how high. Younger generation, they got access to more things than we did as far as internet, things that are on their fingertips, things that I work a year to learn how to master. A young kid of 10, 12 years, they can go on the internet and Google, and he'll learn how to make it in less than, 1 hour. That's why I said I'm tougher than anybody else up there. I like to send anybody into a different country, especially the young kids. The young kids that right here in this country, they are so good and smart. I like to see a 22, 23 years old kid. I'll give him $150. Let's say $500 today's day. It's a little bit more expensive. And I'm going to send you to one of the countries that you don't know nothing about it. You don't know how to speak their language. You don't have a job. You don't have friends or place to live at. So I want you to think, you know what? You don't spend the money there to come back. This is what you get. And you got only a week to get roots. You got a week to grab something and grow on. So that what defines me from defines a winner from a guy who floats. So I have a nice ocean boat. In my boat, you don't drink. We'll do all the fishing, then we'll come back do all the drinking, because if something goes back 50 miles in the ocean, because when they have 2 drunks in a broken boat, it complicates things. And it's not just you. The only way you can get on my nerves, I keep on saying it and not doing it. And therefore, you're gone. Another things that makes me good, it's being polite and listening. I think you're key in everything you do. Just because you're young, it doesn't mean you're not smarter and better. So you just got to know how to be tough, but you got to know how to cooperate when the time comes. Come on, there's shortcuts. There is no shortcuts in life. You can shortcut yourself, but I don't know. I try to be a nice guy, but actually I'm not a nice guy. I cannot put people to test. I can be tested and be put at different things where I show you how the things are done. Not many states and not many people does not know who I am. That makes you just be who you are. If I spit, I don't lick it no more. The younger generation in America, It's not their fault. It's their parents' fault. Neighbors, for example. I have to set up my hands on him a few times. Right now, every time I go, he says hello. Manly way. This is the game, there's a bad word. I say, bring her on, sister. There it is. 59 tunas I have in the boat. Yes. Yeah. It's crossed that border illegally, just like Mexicans, you know. And it's from an asylum. People saw me and says, I told you, John's kids is crazy. Something is not right. So,
Let's quiz you a little bit. Who's the current Vice President of the United States?
I don't like him.
Who is he?
I don't know. Because when they have two drunks in a broken boat, it complicates things. Manly way. Didn't have a fireplace? I put it one. As far as food they eat, as far as that, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Don't look at the nose and the toes and eat it. So that makes you proud.